Hello Earth again, it's me. You call me Solomkin now. You call me Solomkin. I need to work to myself to speak normal because now I look at me and I speaking with me, but I need to speak with you, and but I don't manage those devices and must be like that. So that way, I don't know why I'm talking to this, and I don't know if you can understand it. The depths of the thing, how do I perceive things, but it's not this about what it was about tell you so many things, but the device, when I see device, I forget everything. Pity. It's not first time, it's every time. Just every time happen, just every time I want to speak, and everything when I think is normal, when I try it's normally, and just absolutely fluently, absolutely normally, absolutely easy. But then I put device and I try to record and I press a button. Since I touch the screen, I press a button. Something like this makes me what was about? I know I need to work it out, and I'm working it, but it's not out yet. Or rather, we continue, because I totally forgot what I wanted to say to you before I start to continue reading about what was really was. So you remember we stopped on a subsection, like because they work aliens here on Earth as mind setters and the maintainers of the matrix, electromagnetic memory cells, and so many disturbing factors, and you cannot root it out because those roots connect to another roots, and the good and bad connected, entangled, what is good, what is bad, also very too entangled, and they just take it easy and look. Yes, but do they look? They do look the general pattern. What is not so good for me, especially, I'm so much deep alien inside. But they do even aliens. They don't look at me. It's okay. Our alien is our this. I don't know how they call it, because I don't know. Our this is now suffering, and we need help him, and they change the situation because of him. No. And many things I did understand, many things I did entirely explore, but who needs it? People don't want it, they want comfort. Aliens don't need it because they want also human to be in comfort. They do according to them, according to the majority, and the majority is still trapped in those traps, and I know I can do nothing. I tried to go off these traps because they're bothering me. Yes, I'm not in trap anymore. Most of you are in traps, but bother me because to be with you, I need to be in one field with you, so I need to be in your cage or something, somehow to feel this discomfort of distribution of fields between us. Let us continue what we started before. So first group of still so-called visitors, they are architects, thinkers, maintainers, any kind of workers of the selection. None of the selection. Also, but workers of the skeleton, like base or just a base construction of this world, they are here because they work. They are here because they work. Many are here because of work. Old work position system was very stable for a very long historical time of current timeline. But then the system changed because of timing itself and because of consequences of the change of the curvature of time. What exactly has been changed in that time? What exactly changed? Ask you and also. Moment. I'm trying to show you this reminding question. Yes, now it's correct. It's very correct. I show you again my wall. Look. It's nice. Huh? Because in the end of week I plan something else for you. Some another greatest. Because this I have shown you already and I show you now to remind. Because I will draw more and more and also from time to time and also from person to person and also from thing to thing, from this, from process to process, from part of the process to part of the process. Okay, we saw it and we can continue. Just let me press in. Wow, it works. So, the change of the curvature of time. What exactly has been changed in that time curvature, ask you, and also, and how does it project to our topic? I answer you, but not everything at once. First, the time curvature of our system. Same as all normal time curvatures, is a projection of a certain irrational number or numbers. One of characteristic of this curvature is already projected a bit to the real life. For a long period, the state of development is stable, no progress or almost no progress. Then the progress starts progressing and the line of development is certain spheres of existence jumps quickly up, trying and tending to reach what it can never reach, the projection. Because the curvature, this is A, this is B, or how you call it, and it's like hyperbola or parabola. It never touched the zero level, never. Approach, but never touch. Approach, but never touch. Approach, but never touch. Never, just never. The change of curvature of time. What exactly have you changed? That ask you and also never reach, never the projection. Number 2, a result or consequences in projections. Here you have quick development of technical, electrical, electronical, ultra nano all possible devices. Then the system of control and maintenance adjusts the progress. The process of adjustment is mutual here. So adjusted and this adjusted this direction too. And here we are, much more new working positions for islands on Earth occur, and not only bigger number of the same beings. Quick progressive jumps demand certain substantial changes. All the system of control on Earth, by the way, succumbs those critical changes. Examples: many modifications and experiments by people, drugs, the film. Many modifications and experiments by people, drugs, the film about aliens too. They change things to do, they do more, much more, and there are much more of them who came and who are still coming. Why? The timeline jump is about to near the near-ending end. It's like to go to nothingness. When the experience stops, life is normally not ending, the life all forms is kind of achieving. For the plan must be prepared for the next life. And we, by the way, must not know what will it be. Yeah. How it's like the future's not ours to see. What will be, what will it be? So you see now, the process itself demands a huge amount of work and number of workers of different skills. For example, genetic engineering. They, Grace, are very good doing this kind of job. I'm doing here complex genetic work, mostly to achieve. If you ask, I explain. Besides and in parallel, as half parasitic and parasitic processes, many of them, grays, reptoids, Nordics, and humans, do those genetic things in their own ego or tribe or race benefit, with no resonance with the highest cosmic purpose. What must not occur, but unfortunately still takes place. So now we have the next group of visitors. Pattern workers with all codes and lines, including genetics. Just those new workers, they are mostly technicians to reconstruct the old and build the base for the new. This is the main general order, what then divides again and again and forms new formations. That's why Greys are here, Nordics are here, Insectoids are here, others are here. Imagine a big, very big festival with many events. This is not the Earth now. Not only artists and performers are there. There are many groups. Like I want to be sure. This is sorry, I repeat because there was a mistake. I repeat it correctly now. So imagine a very big festival with many events. This is the Earth now. Imagine. Not only artists and performers are there. There are many groups like administrators, managers, stage workers, tech workers, medicals, police, army. This could be boring to you, and this could be a very good sign to me about you and your preparations. But in fact, they who are actively interacting with Earth for longer are in many things like Earthlings, or rather modern human Earthlings are in mostly of their traditions and habits like them. Mostly of things how and why that people possess, they did not invent or involve by themselves. No, those things are recorded by hand-to-hand learning from reptoids. Some of Nordics too, but really mostly from reptoids. Both things, good and bad. Good and bad. How? But deep inside, beyond those layers, filled by timing of outwardly controlled evolution, and all those patterns that are literally secondary things, but people on Earth don't know it in its direct, simple meaning. So they tend to look and find the main core hub of everything that they may even feel, and they call it soul. But mostly, this is not soul at all that they call soul. This is maybe the core, or never one of the several cores of those secondary things that, by the way, are encoded in our DNA. No, 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 this is not a soul yet. People know the word soul, but don't know what it is. In mostly of cases, yeah, in mostly of cases, the soul is sleeping. It is just inactive, but it is. Beyond all those layers that are active, also are protective layers. And if we zoom our perception into or until soul level, if we imagine this, then we see surprisingly another pattern that is not retoid, and all fissures of essence and matter forming are very, very, very surprisingly different. Mostly of people would not recognize themselves, and then they see who they really are, that they are capable of, what they are capable of, and how crazy nice is to be like this, without any those traits of nobility whatsoever. But now, here in this matrix style system, mostly of our what, how, and why are not ours. It's there. We're simply nourished by them. But on the other side, the core, the soul, the most, and it's just empty. But I can talk a little bit about that because I remember, because I was reading that. It's mine. No ChatGPT. Not even Google Translate when I was reading, because I was reading without computer access. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. No, but what I wanted to say about those reptoids and habits, yes, how do we, I mean, our traditions, our like folk things are recorded by people tend to think, and this is the correct direction, like yes, everything goes from Jews and controlled by Jews. This is very confusing topic, but not because of that, but we don't touch any contradictions. We just say yes, it is somehow like that, but this is somehow like that if we talk about humans and isolate or just isolate us from them. That why yes, just like those are like maintaining the system together with, but also those together with those progressive Jews, they also together with extra dimensions, they know all the best path, independent of where they're going to or from. Path of light is path of light. Independence of human or another kind of alien, if you are kind, if you're complicated, if you're not boring, if you're not violent, if you're not violent, and if you don't improve your violence and learn of violence, if you are not dominant and improve your dominance just because of dominance and just because you like it and not because the system really needs it terminally, because such things could not be demanded for forever, but those workers, hard workers, art workers, special workers, system workers who come here, the aliens, the system is also very similar to the human system. I mean, they're really working positions to do something here to mankind and to really do things for Earth, for us, and do the other things who like to do something like that, but those who are weaker and who are like not so individual and not so like manifested, or anyhow, those better. I'm together with them. So they group, and for groups they're like more simplified things and more simplified contact, and also regulations not to make to make conflicts, mini conflicts, and just losing energy, The same like with the working position, there are secondary working position, there are also half parasitic and parasitic working positions, and institutions and groups, for example, who manufacture and sell something what we don't really need, something what is not good for our health, for anything, but it's somehow it's cheap, or it's kind of addiction, or somehow it supports our secondary quality, what we love, because this is also what is not, and those are knowing though they're tricky bricky playing with that, selling us goods what really is not our prosperity, what is very big percentage of every kind of business, this like bazaar business and the big business and different also systems. But I don't want to criticize them. I just want to tell you some objective information. So they are like here also. If we talk about working positions, so many positions are like really maintaining, and other are like doing something good, but doing something for ego and for egregor. There's something only ego egregor, and those parasitic and all even parasitic parasites. And we don't want to follow all this chain in that direction, because dirty. We go to clean direction, because always good to be clean. Like in Slovakia we say čistota pol života. It means like to be clean, it means to solve half of problems. But I guess now it's time to finish slowly our meeting. So I just say there are different working positions, like main working positions, like some kind of improvising working position, secondary working position, half parasite, and so that way also some of them are parasites